Yo, what up? It's raining outside. I don't know if you can hear the rain hitting against my air conditioner or not in the background. If you can, I'm sorry. We're back with more Revelations. I did not play the campaign again between episodes like I should have to get more battle points. We're going to play as Parker today. Thought I'd change it up because we were playing as Jill for the first 2 episodes. And I just woke up. I've not touched this game since I recorded the last one. But that's okay. I really like this song. This song reminds me of the escape music from Resident Evil 2 Remake when you're playing as Leon. And I like that song. Cool, there's nothing in there. That really good for me, thank you. I don't even remember what the objective was. It said it on screen, but I didn't read it because I was looking at Parker's muscles. That's kind of half true. I was reading the thing on his shirt, trying to see what it said. The BSAA logo. Bang, 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 bang. Kill him. Let's go punch this guy in the head. Damn, that was like a full forearm hit. There's a guy with a shooting arm. No, that's not a shooting arm. Uh-oh. Boom. 5 big booms. Yeah, I can aim. You're still alive. I've been playing a lot of FPS games recently, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at aiming and just like being aware of my surroundings. Like, I would love a tactical shooter Resident Evil. Or at least a Resident Evil where you're playing as like kind of like the Not a Hero DLC where you're playing as Chris and and it's like first person. So you can like clear corners and shit. He's coming! Get him. Punch. I wish I knew how many enemies there were exactly in this area, so I could be a little bit more meticulous. But after doing this little sweep, I don't think there's much of anything going on here. We got to get to the casino, right? That's the... Yeah, okay. I hear something off to the right. I don't know if my headphones are on backwards or if it's just above me. Might just be above me. Honestly, the arm guys, if you just shoot them in the gun enough, or like the gun arm, they're pretty much cooked. Gotta go. Run away. I want to take care of the exploding guy before I hear him walking towards me. Yeah, here he comes. Did that kill the other guy? Yes, it did. Okay. Are my headphones on backwards? I wish they had the... They used to have the left and right thing on them. But, they got stuck, or they fell apart, rather. They didn't get stuck. And I used orange, like, duct tape or whatever. Like electrical tape. To cover them up and keep them together because I didn't want to buy a new pair of headphones. I have like 3 or 4 pairs of headphones kicking around right now, so I don't really need to cobble together my technology, but I'd like to use these headphones until the speakers in them die, and then I have another backup pair for when that happens. I just woke up. I said that earlier, but I woke up to some McDonald's from my family. They went out and ran some errands and came home and brought me a Big Mac. So my tummy may explode while we play this. Dude, I'm not like a food reviewer, right? I don't have the qualifications to be like, oh, my palate is so refined and I gobble glizzies perfectly and no one else knows anything but me. Oops. But, McDonald's Big Mac versus Burger King's Whopper. Like, the Big Mac sucks so fucking bad. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because of the... like the just disgusting amount of lettuce and like the sheer amount of lettuce, the sheer amount of like mac sauce that's on it. It's impossible to eat without like ruining everything. Like you gotta wear your shit clothes if you're gonna go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac. And like the Whopper has been getting better. I don't really know how true that is. I feel like maybe my area has the one Burger King that has 10 out of 10 Whoppers because everybody else is like, oh, the Whoppers are dog shit. They taste so bad. And it's like, I don't know. I also don't put tomatoes on my Whopper, so maybe I'm not allowed to have an opinion on burgers. I've had tomatoes before. It's not like I'm, oh, let me out. I wanted to stand in the doorway and snipe. Not like I'm allergic to tomatoes or anything, or like I'm just like, ew, icky, I don't want to try tomatoes. It's just I don't like... I had tomatoes one time and they were like squishy, and I guess they're not supposed to be squishy. They're not supposed to be like wet, sloppy, juicy. I don't know. Just whenever I have a tomato on like a fast food burger, it's like more of a paste than a fruit, you know? I just don't like the flavor either. Uh-oh. Ah! That was not an appropriate reaction. I apologize. That was actual fear. That wasn't like playing it up. I don't know why I felt so threatened in that moment. This game isn't like Resident Evil 7 scary, and like Resident Evil 7 is not that scary either if you on like a second playthrough. Like the first playthrough was pretty scary, but like I wouldn't say it's like top scary game, right? If a scary game has to be like consistently scary on subsequent playthroughs to scare me. Like a good example of that is Idols of Ash, which is like this indie game where you're going down into a pit, and there's a centipede after you. And like, I played it a few times. I've gotten please don't hurt me, please. Get dodged, stupid. Move. Okay. What was I saying? I've played it a few times, right? And it was really like the centipede chasing after you and like the sounds it makes. Oh my god, bro. Get a hobby. It was just very scary. And like the feeling of falling and your grappling hook isn't like catching on to anything. Like it feels like that's what I assume climbing and like your tether snapping would feel like. Bang. Oh my god, my tummy. Okay. Let's just search for loot. Oh, hey, wait a second. Yeah, I'm really disappointed that I took 1 damage. That's okay, though. We've done it. I don't know if that's an S rank or not, because I never play as Parker. That's probably an A. Yeah, okay. Oh! Storage? I've never seen this. Alright. Ooh, this is a good song, too. What the fuck? Okay, I got some new weapons, and I didn't realize that the long range modifier meant that it was scoped. I upgraded all my gear. Out of battle points, which is not good for us. But on the other hand, we will survive. We will survive and thrive. I noticed in the last level, I didn't... oh, did I take damage from that? No, okay. I noticed in the last level I didn't get the genocide bonus, and I don't know what that was about. Or last level. I don't know if I said level or video. This song makes me feel like I'm sailing the high seas. Oh, hello. I'm very focused right now. Uh-oh. Alright. Bro, Ow! Okay, well. That's fine. I just kind of watched that come at me like a deer in the headlights. Stay away, beast. Ow. Okay, that's fine. Run away. I like his headphones. I know they're to, like, cover his ears, I guess, to protect from gunfire. Ow. Dodged. Honestly, I feel like more Resident Evil characters should have, like, eye and ear protection. Like, the fact that these people are all, like, not wearing any ear protection at all, and they're firing guns constantly. Like, I'm surprised that they're not, like, going deaf or whatever. Because, like, in the Death Island movie, Jill is wearing headphones when she's, like, or, like, ear protection or whatever you want to call it, when she's at the practice range. So, it, like, I understand not wanting to have your ears covered in, like, a scenario like this, but I feel like they should make something that's, like, I don't know, like, in the context of, like, this game, they could definitely create some, like, technology that filters out, like Crisp on Discord. Like, it would just filter out the gunshots. Kind of like a hearing aid. That would be interesting. I don't think that's possible the more I think about it, but, like, imagine, though, if you had, like, hearing aids that could specifically for, like, combat or whatever, where you can, like, filter out your gunshots. Because, like, those would be the loudest. Because they're closer to you. Does anything I just said make sense, or am I just talking on my ass? Hello? Is anyone out there? Is any bunny out there? There he is. Kill him. Okay. Boss time? Yep, here he comes. Wait, I think the pistol will actually put in good work. Stop breathing at me. Oh, I can't get to that in time. You can shoot his little arm thing when he holds it up to prevent him from harming you. This thing scares me, or just used to when I was a kid. Man, I miss when Resident Evil bosses were not just a meat man. Like, I started noticing the trend of turning every enemy into a meat man in Resident Evil 3 Remake. Because Nemesis wasn't always, like, when he evolves or whatever in the original, he doesn't become this, like, wall of meat that's, like, stuck to the wall and he's, like, hitting you. He becomes this, like, slug thing. And I think the fact that he's like, I don't know. I don't like that. Like it started with him, kind of. I mean, Evelyn in Resident Evil 7 was a meat monster, and you know, it's just like every Resident Evil game has like some like unidentifiable meat mass as the final boss. Especially Resident Evil 9. That really pissed me off when Gideon turned into a nemesis, because it's like it's really not that hard to make enemy designs. Like they've made good boss designs before, so I just don't understand where they're like, oh, I gotta make it a meat monster to scare people. Moving at a pretty good pace today. Oh shit, timer. Okay, but as I was saying, like, the final boss of this game is a tyrant type, which, like, you know, that's pretty average for Resident Evil, but he didn't become like a wall of meat, and that's what I'm happy of. Like, there was the whale, the Malakota or whatever it's called. But that wasn't the final boss. That was like the final boss of the Queen Zenobia area. And they had to like, what do you call it? They had to like wrap up the Veltro storyline, so they had to go fight Morgan or Norman. Custom parts. Is Rachel gonna be down here? She's scary. Ooh. Sorry, I got right up on the microphone. Sometimes I forget that if I get right up on the microphone and like put my lips on it and start screaming, it's not gonna sound good because I'll be editing and it's like, oh, my ear balls, my ear holes, not my ear balls. My ear testicles. That's where my testicles are. They're on the side of my head. Here she is. This was not a good place to be. Oh, I wanted to see if I could dodge her. Ouch. Perish. What the fuck did you just call me? The reload into dodge tech kind of goes crazy. I just need to pretend I'm parrying like in Resident Evil 9, and then I'll... Okay, that didn't work. I wasn't facing her. Oh! Got her ass. Okay. Sorry for being so quiet. She frightens me because she's a woman. That's half true. I'm not scared of her because she's a woman, but when women like monsters, I don't know how to explain it. Like, a woman screaming scares me a lot more than a man screaming because it's like higher pitched or whatever. Ouch. And maybe it's also got some, like, childhood trauma shit in there. I don't know. My grandma would scream at me sometimes. For, like, not good reasons. There's really no good reasons to shriek at your child. But that's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is Rachel scares me. And I don't like the sound she makes. And I wonder if the psychology there is because it scares me more to hear, like, women shrieking and crying than it does, like, because, like, my dad was really mean to my mom, too, so, like, hearing her cry a lot when I was a kid. My mom had her, like, legs removed when she was still alive, and some of the sounds she would make because of how much pain she was in. Also, yeah, I think I'm not a misogynist. I'm just traumatized. There's a difference. I swear. We have plenty of time to get out, but we just gotta kill this thing so we don't. Because the UAV room is right where this guy came from. Let me grab this. Okay. Ow. I really thought I could sneak on by. Just snuck on in there, you know. I don't know why I'm being careful. I lost the... Idiot. Sorry, I'm really focused on doing this thing that's not necessary at all. Okay. I sure hope that was the last of them. Hiya! That was not a very good performance on my end at all. Yeah, that's probably like a B. Oh, an S rank. I do not deserve that at all. All right. My phone just vibrated. Did you like that? Kill him. End his life. We talked about a lot of different things today in today's episode. I'm actually kind of proud that I didn't just like sit here in silence and play this game for an hour, because that's kind of what I tend to do. I kind of just get focused on playing well instead of being funny. Is there any secrets back here? Any secrets to be had? Blah, 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 blah. Next week for me, but tomorrow for you, I'm actually going to an art show, and I'm part of it. I'm not just like going and looking around, and I think that's pretty neat. It's benefiting New York wetland preservation, not prevention. Preservation. Okay, I can't go back. And like the whole theme is like frogs and turtles and amphibians and such. And if you know me, you know I draw hella frogs, like all the time. So I had to get in there. I'm working on a video about the whole process. It's gonna be like a story time animation type thing. Sort of, not really, but like kind of, a little bit. there's some like vlog elements in there because I've got some footage of like going to the venue and like turning in my pieces before the thing starts. Pufferfish. And like I've got some footage of like the art in the frames, like in the car before I go to the venue, because I don't know if I'm even gonna make it to the venue in time before they're sold off. They're pretty cheap. Like I priced everything at like $10 because I care more about the art than I care, and like the charity than I care about like making money. So everything's just priced at $10. Please don't grab me. 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 Okay. Yeah, everything's priced more about like around like $10. I have 10 pieces in the show. I don't want to spoil too much because there's a whole video about it that I'm working on. I'm actually gonna go write the script for it after I'm done here. But yeah, it's a very unique opportunity. I usually don't do things. I don't like leave the house or like go to events because everything's expensive and life sucks and then you die. But I've been trying a little bit to like go beyond what I normally do. My phone vibrated again. I'm very sorry. I hope you can forgive me. But, you know, I've been playing Persona 3, and so, like, the whole message of that game is, like, you die, you know? Like, life is short, but you can still, like, make a difference while you're alive. At least that's what I'm getting from it. I know people are like, Persona 3 Reload is bad because it's bright and colorful, but it's like, I think bright colors in that context actually makes a lot of sense, because the themes of the game are very dreary, right? Like a lot of death and dying and stuff. But you're also trying to like you're living your life. Like despite the horrors, you stay silly, you know what I mean? And I think that's a more like modern mindset. Not really, but like at least the terminology that I used is a little bit more modern than the game itself. But I think having a bright and colorful game about those darker themes really like leads into the, I don't know, it just makes me feel more, how do I say this? It gives me more like, it hits harder, right? Because the vibe that it puts you in before all the bad shit happens is like cute and colorful, and it's like, wow, everything's so pretty, and like life has so much meaning, and like, yeah, the social links are a little bit sad, but there's also like, they're also not, you know what I mean? Like everyone's got their motivations and they're trying their hardest to do something, like they're trying to figure out what to do with their lives, and they're trying to figure out how to move on from things that harm them, or like move through difficult situations. And I think the game is a lot more hopeful than Persona fans would lead you to believe. And like, I don't really trust a Persona fan's opinion anyway, because let's be so real, they're playing fucking High School Simulator and like, oh, which girl do I want to touch the most? And it's like, you're joking, right? You're 30. You're pushing 30 and you're playing a game about high school, and you're like trying to romance a bunch of high school girls. Like, you don't see the oddity in that. And it's like, I don't know. It's just a video game, but also like, I know from experience the like video games are an outlet for like things you can't do in real life. You know what I mean? Like, I would play Grand Theft Auto as a kid because I wanted to be really violent and like hurt people, because I was like emotionally not adjusted or whatever. And like I was fucking like 8 years old and I didn't know how to process my emotions because I was never taught how until like I was an adult. So back then I would play violent video games because I wanted to hurt people, but I wasn't allowed to, you know what I mean? I wanted to like let it out and harm people and be aggressive. I don't know if these guys count for the... Oops. Oh, that's F, sorry. Where's my... Okay. I want to see if these things count. Okay, well, I don't think so. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I know, like, a lot of people will, like, do something bad in a video game, and I don't, and they'll be like, oh, you know, it's just a video game. It doesn't, and, like, that's true, ouch, that's true sometimes, right? Like, playing a video game isn't always a reflection of who you are. So, like, if you play a video game and there's, like, a lot of violence or whatever, that doesn't necessarily but like that doesn't say that you are violent, you know what I mean? That doesn't say to me that you are necessarily a violent person. But what I'm getting at is that Persona fans will play a dating simulator about high schoolers and then pretend that it's okay to like argue over which one they want to have sex with. Like that's where I'm like taking issue. And like I'm using the violent video games as an example of like sometimes it does mirror reality. Not always, but it's like, I don't know. That's sort of why I'm so afraid for GTA 6, because I've heard that there's going to be like pride parades and stuff in the game. And like that's awesome. I love representation. But you also maybe shouldn't put a marginalized group in like such a focused way into a video game where people are going to run around and start killing people for fun. Because like not everybody that plays is going to be a bad actor and like homophobic or whatever and try to like kill gay people because they think it's good and what they want out of life or whatever. But also like I know I'm going to be subjected to like a ton of clips when the game comes out of like crashing into a pride parade or whatever, you know? And like that's why I'm not really excited for GTA 6, because if there is that pride representation, it's all gonna be like I don't care if it's like what would you call it, like a caricature or like a satire representation, because like everything does like satire of everything, you know, like Family Guy and South Park. I don't think those shows are very funny all the time, but sometimes that's just how media is. You're gonna have like satirical examples that might not line up with what the creators want or like truly believe. But I think like if GTA 6 comes out and if there are pride parades, and because like here's the thing, if you're not allowed to blow them up, people are gonna be mad. Because it's like, oh, it's GTA. You should be allowed to kill anybody indiscriminately. You know what I mean? You should be allowed to do whatever you want. It's a sandbox game at the end of the day. But also, if they have pride parades and people like me are getting murdered and like clip farmed because it's like, oh, it's so cool and edgy that I get to like live out this power fantasy of like driving through a pride parade, then it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be some like political discussion about the game either way, and it's not that serious because it's fucking GTA. You know what I mean? Like they have, like, all of the characters in that game are flawed caricatures of like not real people, but like they're like hyper inflated ideas, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Like super inflated concepts of like Trevor, for example. Like he is fully and wholly like the example of like redneck trailer trash, right? And he's like super like, not every person that I've met that lives in a trailer park does cocaine and kills people, right? But like, for the sake of the video game, Trevor is very like, he's a caricature of that idea, and like that's what makes a good media character, in my opinion, is that there are hyper inflated, like, broad ideas kind of like shoved into a person. And so like what I'm getting at is that GTA is always going to be about like that sort of like, oh, super exaggerated ideas. And so like having a pride parade in there and like blowing it up is not out of character for GTA, because you can, like in GTA 5 you can do the border patrol missions, and GTA San Andreas it's all like a gang war. You know, you can have sex with prostitutes, you can do basically anything in that game, so it's not like end of the world. I just personally don't want to watch a bunch of people like parade around the game and murder people as much as they possibly can. Specifically like a marginalized group, like seeking out a marginalized group to kill them is not gonna feel good watching that happen. But also it's a video game, so I'm gonna be okay. I'm just kind of talking out of my ass to fill space. Okay, I need the key for the promenade. How to get... I need a key for there, too? What the hell is happening in this level? I might bite the bullet and record a second episode today so I can get all of the chasm stuff done, because there's 20 levels. And we're on level 15 right now, I think? This is the last level of today's episode. We kind of went through a lot of different topics today, and I don't think I made sense a single time in any of them. But you know what? We did it. We did it, Joe. We played Resident Evil, and we did it good. I'm just like getting a little bit more critical of myself, because my Sonic Adventure videos, I'm just kind of like slack-jawed, like drooling on my desk while I hold forward and drive and like run. And I'm sure when I get out of the Sonic campaign, ouchie. I'm sure when I get out of the Sonic campaign, it'll be a little bit different. But who knows? There's a guy up there. He's gonna touch me. Oh, I have to click middle mouse to zoom? That's gross. Hello? That was not a good viewing experience. I'm never gonna zoom in again. I'm so sorry. I love this music. The music in this game is very good. I should make a... I kind of talked about making a video essay about this game before. I should make a video essay about this game, because this game is so underrated. Like, in terms of Resident Evil, this is as close, in my opinion, as we're gonna get to, like, classic, like, 1, 2, and 3, but also keeping the same, like, spirit of Resident Evil 4 and 5 that everybody loved. Because, like, the movement is very, very similar to RE4 and 5. And it's got that same spirit of, like, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, where it's, like, a big open... Like, it's a singular open map, and, like, everything's kind of interconnected. And, like, the chapter-based system doesn't really allow for, like, a randomizer to take place. Maybe an enemy randomizer. But it's not like... It's not like a Resident Evil 1 randomizer where you can, like, find the sword key in the what do you call it, in the caves or whatever. That's just an example of... I don't even think that's possible, but we'll just pretend for the sake of argument that it is. And, like, I've kind of wanted a Revelations randomizer or, like, challenge mod for a very long time. I would watch, like, Wolf DNC and Bakba Soup play, like, the Resident Evil 3 mods, where there's, like, 1,000 zombies in one room. And Resident Evil... Like, the hard mode for this game does sort of copy that thing where there's, like, a million enemies and you can't really move around as much because you have to, like, fight through them, but you don't have enough resources to fight through them. I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna shoot the guys that are over there. Big brain. Oh, it's just one? Bang. But if there's any modders for this game, which I doubt there are, but if there's anyone out here that's interested in modding this game, please, 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 please make a randomizer. I've had the idea of like sort of like taking the ghost ship stage and using that as like the formula where it's like, oh, you have to get to the deck, but like getting there, like maybe you start from a different area each time and you have to like find all the keys or whatever, and like the win requirement can be not randomized, but like tweaked. So like if like, oh, kill every enemy is my my win condition or whatever. I just want to free roam the Queen Zenobia and like have a puzzle to do. Oh, I don't know why I'm going that way. And I guess that's what Ghost Ship is. I haven't really played much of Ghost Ship because it's hard. Yeah, I want to like break out of that mindset where I have to 100% every level as I play it, because that kind of holds back from like actually experiencing the game. But I would also argue that doing that allows you to experience the game even more fully than previously. Why the fuck are there so many doors? Like, why can't I go in here? This is the... What is this? Yeah, this is the comms room. Why can't I come in here? The last time I played raid mode, I played online, and some guy that's played as Hunk just kind of like held my hand the whole time. And I don't want to do that for these videos because I love this mode and I want to like actually show them off and everything they have to offer. I guess we go to the cafeteria now because I used my only key on the comms room. This is fun. I like this level. Cafeteria. Hello, ladies. Oh no, he's got claws. Don't do it. 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 Thank you. I wonder what a melee only playthrough of raid mode would look like. I'm so interested because like the Malakota is what prevents... Ouchie. The Malakota is what prevents the campaign from being beatable with knife only, which like I've spoken to the only knife only runner there is on this game, and they've said that it's impossible, and I believe them. Like, I believe that they have put in the effort to like try, but I am curious if I could still like sort of challenge their belief and do it anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you would have to play on casual, and you would, because like really it would just be about letting the partner kill the Malakota. Ow, 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 ow. But also I haven't like experimented enough to really know what the game, like maybe the game is like, oh, you have to do the final blow, you know what I mean? Like maybe Chris can only get it as low as 1 HP. So I'm gonna have to like do some experimentation. Ow. Maybe I'll record that and if I figure out how to do it without shooting a single bullet, I'll upload it. Obviously, when you're in the helicopter or whatever, you probably can't get away with that. I'm gonna have to watch the knife only run again and see how they handle the auto gun segments. Oh shit, I can go this way. Oh, I guess I can get to the deck through here, huh? I don't have to go through the promenade. Yeah, I can get to the deck. Not the deck. The, what is it? Yeah, the deck. What am I saying? I thought I had to get to the... Never mind. You know what? I thought I had to get to the bridge. Where, because I assumed this was the part of the game where you switch back to Parker and Jessica runs off and you have to go to the area to, like, the communications... Not the communication. You know what I mean. I think that's the bridge, not the deck. The deck is the main. Oh my god, we can still keep going. That's crazy, bro. This level's crazy, bro. Oh, what the hell? How many enemies are in this level? Ah! Getting the Trinity bonus on this level is gonna suck my balls and ass. Bang, 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 bang. Move. Sorry about that. I just felt that in my soul and I had to let it out. You know how it is. I felt it inside of me. I like the little jingle jangles of all his, like, the stuff on his belt and whatever. Yeah, I think the strategy for getting Trinity bonuses is to get the Trinity bonus on the ghost ship level, and then you unlock the cornucopia item, and then you can use that for, like, infinite ammo on your Magnum, and you play as Hunk, and then you just one-shot everything. I'm not going to do that, at least not for these earlier levels. Ouch. These earlier levels are much easier than the ones that you, like, actually need to do the strategies for. Like, I think I'll do Trench and Chasm without that, and then if we do Abyss Trinity bonuses, we'll do the Hunk strat. See, I was gonna do the Ghost Ship last, but if it gets too hard to do all the Trinity bonus, actually, no, you know what? That makes sense to do Abyss as Hunk, because I can do the levels, and then we do Ghost Ship, get Trinity. Maybe I'll, like, play with someone else and we'll get Trinity bonus on Ghost Ship. I'm scared. Maybe I'll, like, collab with somebody that plays this game and we'll do Trinity bonus on Ghost Ship. I can try to do it alone. It's just gonna be like, the thing about Trinity bonus on Ghost Ship is that you need to follow a specific route, you need to play it perfectly, and, like, I need to... it would just be, like, live streams of me, like, learning the route instead of, like, posting videos on the Resident Evil days. Do I want to open this? Hello? I've kind of just, like, purposefully gotten lost. In the sense that, like, I don't know what the fuck's happening right now. I'm just kind of running around. Does this take me to the deck? Yes, this takes me to the deck. Okay, so we've made it to the deck. I'm not going to the Promenade deck. I'm not going to get the Genocide bonus right now. It's just a lot of shit. A lot of things to worry about. I don't want to do that. Sorry, but not sorry at the same time. I've got a whole other episode to record. I might not do that today. I could go back, though, so that's good to know. Ah! Okay. That's fine. We're okay. I kind of gotta pee, which is why I'm making poor decisions. I just tried to parry in real life. Get his ass. Just keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna wreck my stride. Slow me down. I've got to keep on moving. Uh-oh. Ouchie. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait. Hiya! Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I got a text message. From whom? Control. Dude, I tried control shakes one time, and this might burn some bridges, but I don't give a fuck. I'm never gonna get sponsored. You will never see an advertisement on one of these videos unless it's like fucking Mountain Dew or something that I actually use and like. But fucking Control is like, oh, it's super good and tasty, and like there's like all these people that I watch are like shilling it, and it's ass. It sucks. It doesn't taste good at all. And it's like, they just bother you non-stop. Like, every day I get a text that's like, hey, Chaotic Sanctum, would you like to eat fucking cookies today? And it's like, no, motherfucker, I don't want to eat your stupid fucking cookies. And it's like all these, like, drink brands and, like, food brands that YouTubers are constantly shilling. They're like, they're for gamers. They're healthy for gamers, like Gamer Sups and Advanced and fucking... like all this other shit. It's like so fucking bad every time. Like there was maybe 2 flavors of Gamer Subs that I liked, and it's like I didn't buy them. I got them as a gift from a friend, but you know, I did not like it very much, and I think that I don't know. I'm getting on a tangent. I'll talk about this next time, maybe. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. You can like and subscribe if you want to. That would make me really happy. Next episode, we're doing the last 5 of Chasm. There's ghost shit, but we're not doing that yet because we're not level 50. But we'll do the last 5. And then we will take a break from this so I can work on the Trinity bonus videos for Chasm. And then... I'll do Trench, and we'll take another break for Trinity bonuses, and then we'll do Abyss, and then we'll do Ghost Ship Trinity bonus. But, like, that'll come out after I do Abyss Trinity bonuses. If that makes sense. The Ghost Ship video, when you see the Ghost Ship thumbnail, like, that is the last one that we're doing. I'm talking too much. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Goodbye.